Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. I'm gonna show you how to clean this Mr. Coffee 12 cup strong brew coffee maker. It's a 12 cup programmable. First, you're gonna need some white vinegar. So they sell this at Walmart, 64 fluid ounces for about $2. It says we're only gonna need 20 ounces, so we won't need very much of it. But I like to use a little bit more. Now this blue stuff, this is clearly coffee. Now you do not run this through the coffee maker. This is for cleaning coffee stains on your coffee pot. So on the inside, you may have burnt coffee inside that on that glass. Or sometimes coffee just stains as the coffee pot gets older. This stuff is a concentrated liquid. You want to leave it concentrated, and you want to use gloves. You're just going to pour a little bit inside the coffee pot and use a brush to kind of brush it around, and it dissolves it. You don't need to use very much. This is $5 off of Amazon, but you don't need to use a whole lot. Let it kind of soak and dissolve that brown stain. It also works on plastic. So you'll get plastic up here, and you'll get plastic on your filter basket. It works really well on filter baskets. Now this is a chemical, so after you're done using this, make sure you wash all those parts with soap and water really well. But again, we do not run this through the coffee maker. So the instructions say put in 4 cups, and it's easy to tell because this has a sight glass on the side. So we would fill it up to the 4 cup mark of vinegar. And one of the things you're going to do is make sure, so this coffee maker does not come with a water filter, but if you do have, this is the Mr. Coffee style of water filter. Remove your water filter. You don't want vinegar going through it. And we're going to put a, it says to put a coffee filter in there. That's just to kind of catch some of the stuff you're going to come running through your coffee maker. So we're going to pour the vinegar back there. So that first mark is the 6 cups. So if we just go a little bit below that, but now the manufacturer wants you just now to brew that vinegar through the coffee maker. So we're gonna do the brew now button, and we're just gonna brew that whole vinegar through here. And it says let it sit for 30 minutes. I'm not sure why you would let it sit in the coffee pot, maybe to help clean it. But mainly we're wanting to clean that element in the back. So by running that vinegar through, it's going to clean that heating element. But I also have another way that I like to use that a lot of other coffee makers tell you how to clean their coffee pots. So they say you should regularly clean, this is called descaling. You should regularly descale your heating element. Mr. Coffee says about every 30 days or maybe every 2 months. You know, I like to do it at least once a year. If you have really hard water, you may have to do it more often. You'll start to notice your heating element really popping and cracking. By that time it might be too late, so you do want to keep on top of it. But like I said, I do it at least every 6 months, if not a year. Okay, so it's running that vinegar through, and the vinegar really smells, so you're going to have a lot of vinegar smell. Now, after it runs this vinegar through, it wants you to leave the coffee pot on for 30 minutes. And then we're going to shut the coffee maker off. And then we're going to rinse all this out because you're going to have kind of a vinegar water in there. We're going to fill this up to the 12 mark, and then we're going to run 2 to 3 pots of just water through your coffee maker on the normal brew. And that's going to clean out that vinegar taste. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. The vinegar's run through. I've let it sit. We're going to turn it off. We're going to dump this out and rinse all this out. And throw away that coffee filter. Okay, I've rinsed everything. This is fresh water in here now. And we're going to do 12 cups. We're going to do a brew now. So we're going to do 2 to 3 pots of just water through this coffee maker. So each pot takes about 14 minutes. So you're going to give yourself about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to clean this coffee pot. You can do things in the meantime, but you are going to give yourself some time to clean this. So let me explain the way I like to clean my coffee pots is, so I like to use vinegar, and I'll fill the reservoir up about halfway with vinegar. And then I'll brew the vinegar halfway up, so that's about halfway is about 6 cups. So at about the 3 cup mark, I shut the coffee maker off. I stop the brew process. I let that, so then that way the vinegar is soaking around that. You've got the heating element is saturated with that vinegar. And I'll let that sit for anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. And then I'll start the brew process again. And then it'll finish brewing the vinegar the rest of the way. And then after that's done, I do the normal 2 to 3 cups or 2 to 3 pots of fresh water through the coffee maker to flush it out. So that way takes a little bit longer, but I think it does a little better job.